iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
It feels nerve-wracking, but very exciting to be stepping into those big shoes. Playing Dorothy 8 shows a week. It's been wonderful, honestly, and like my cast has been really supportive and kind and uplifting, and it's been a blast. One of the ways I've approached bringing Dorothy to life in this version of The Wiz is just by, I guess, trying to find the most genuine, raw version of myself, the most vulnerable version of myself, and putting that on a stage so that other people can connect to that and see that and say, oh, I know who she is because I've gone through that journey or I've been through that too. And you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I do have these things inside that I may not have known were there in the beginning, but I kind of learn are there, you know, throughout my journey. A favorite moment in the show would probably be Ease on Down, when me and the boys are like all together the first time. It's so much fun, and we just are like dancing and singing and like, you know, I guess egging each other on, and it's just such a good time. And I mean, like, that's like the whole show, but that's the first time we connect, so it's always a blast. I think these experiences, you know, of my life, like doing so many different things in musical theater, have honestly just made me better. Not that I wasn't good before, but I do think that it's different when, like, it's one thing to be in school doing these things and practicing and rehearsing and, you know, and doing that every day, but it's another thing to, like, actually be doing it every day and to do it in so many different ways. So, like, doing a revival, doing a new work, doing, like, you know, those kind of things, I feel like they shape you and make you even better, and they make you I guess be ready for anything, because at the revival you kind of have to be ready to take on these new experiences of how do you create a new character but still remember the old version of the character and still bring in little things like that. And with a new work, you have to completely just create something new and make it so that, you know, somebody remembers who that is. So it's just like, I feel like those experiences have had a big impact on who I am and who I will be in the future. I really love new works. New works are really exciting for me just because you can come up with this whole new character, and it's fun, and it's exciting and cool to like try different things and see what resonates with yourself and with others as well. And yeah, they're just always really fun, and it's exciting to see what people think about it. My time at Molloy influenced my whole life, honestly. I think for me, before I even went to college for musical theater, I didn't know anything about musical theater, to be honest. I didn't know, you know, any of the training for it. I didn't really do any of that. So I just kind of heard that I could sing and I could go to school to sing. And I was like, okay, how is that possible? And I auditioned and I got in. And ever since then, it's just been like this like very whirlwind experience of just learning so many new things and shaping who I am as an artist, as a person. And I feel more, I don't even know what the exact word is, but I just feel like I can take on these experiences and like I have the ability to, because of going to Molloy. Like it really shaped me in my career. I think one of the most memorable moments for me at Cap 21 was meeting and working with Azudi. He's one of the, or I think he was one of the teachers there. I'm not sure if he still works there. But working with him was really great because I had a class with him, and I went in and I had no idea what I was doing. And he saw me, and he saw this new young black woman who, you know, may need some help navigating the world of theater and understanding what that meant for me at the time. And ever since that moment, he's been my mentor. And so I think that's probably one of the most memorable moments for me, was meeting Azudi and, you know, going up to him and saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. Can you please help me? And he was like, I got you. And he's, taken me under his wing ever since then and just helped me move forward in the world, which is, I don't know if I should be saying this, but it's just like, I think it's an important thing when you go to college, is to find those people who you think will be good mentors and good inspirations in your life, and keep them in your life for as long as you can. It is a lot of work. It's more than you like initially think, and like once you're in it, it is like it's just so much going on at one time, and you have to be ready and prepared to take on whatever comes to you. And so I think Cap 21 really prepared me for that, just because I do have such a strong work ethic since leaving the conservatory, and I think it's really helped me that way. My advice is just to be open and ready for any new experience, and to be ready to grow and learn, and never be afraid to ask for help. Because I think that was one of the biggest things for me, is at first, when I first went, I was scared to ask for help. And again, I didn't know what I was doing. I don't think anyone really does when you go to college. You're just looking for some help of some sort. So I think that's one of the things I would say, is to never be afraid to ask for help, and to ask for more help, and to ask for more help, and just keep asking questions, because that's going to help you get better. Work ethic, which I know maybe to some people might not be a skill, but it is. It is something you kind of had to develop over time. And I had one, of course, when I was younger. I think we all do. If you decide to go to a conservatory, we all do have a little bit of work ethic. But it's something that you kind of hone in on when you're in school. And I think work ethic is one thing that I got. Let's see. I'd say probably just joy, like remembering that joy. That's a good skill. I'm trying to think. Singing, dancing, acting, everything. I got a bunch of things from school that I think have helped me, and are good skills that I continue to work on to this day. Honestly, American Idol was one of the craziest experiences I've ever had in my life. To be honest, it was a really stressful experience, and I didn't really expect that. But it was just like, I guess, because when you go into those competitions, first of all, have never been really a competitive person except for with myself. So when I first got there, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun, meet new people, have a good experience. But then when I got there, everybody was running around, and they're like, "This is so crazy. We're gonna meet Katy Perry and Luke," and they were so excited to meet everyone. But it's like that excitement met with also just having so much anxiety, because you just flew from wherever you are to LA to meet judges and be in front of them. I think it's just a lot of feelings at one time. And I think if you were to ask anyone, honestly, about their American Idol experience, they'd probably say the same thing. It just feels like you're thrown into this world of like a bunch of people who want something so badly, and I have nothing against them. I think we all were just so passionate and excited and happy to share our talents, and we all had so much fun together. And anyways, even though we were all stressed, I think one thing about our generation that's exciting is that we all are rooting for one another, because we're all worried about competing with ourselves and making sure we can be better in our own way. And so I think that it was a crazy experience, but it has honestly taught me a lot. It made me realize that competition shows really are not about the competition. It's about yourself and staying grounded in those kind of environments, and remembering who you are in those environments, and again, not being afraid to be vulnerable and open, and because even though that was hard for me, like being so open about everything, I think it was good, because now I can be more open now and tell my story, and tell other people those things. So it taught me a lot, but it was scary, and it was nerve-wracking. I'm writing music now. It's been a journey. I've been writing music since I was probably 10, and so I have this whole vault of just hundreds of songs that I've never released. And these past few months, I made a pact with a friend to finally go into an album and finish writing something of some sort. And everybody's been begging me to like put something out there, even if it's just one song. So I'm gonna try my best to like sit down and really make something and put it out there. But I want it to be something special because I don't know. I've been working on it for so long, and I just don't. I want it to be something people can resonate with and sing to and vibe with. So we'll see what happens. I'd say probably the album is a big project that I'm working on that I am really excited to continue working on. I even got a little piano and started working on those skills as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about that project. And I'm looking forward to more auditions as well. I mean, even though you're on Broadway, you still have to do auditions and all those things. So I'm auditioning for film and TV, and I really hope to be in something very soon. This is gonna sound corny, but follow your heart, and don't let anything stop you. For me, I had many moments where it was a hard part in my journey where I met many roadblocks and had many, feelings of doubt. But just follow that feeling. Like, you know where you're meant to be and you know what your calling is. And don't let anything get in the way of that, even if it's yourself. Because I let myself get in the way a lot. Including last year, I was very like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just so stressed about everything. I want to be somewhere and I want to do something and I just want to sing. And, I let self-doubt get to me a lot. But I think if you allow yourself to just breathe and say, I'm going to follow the path that has already been created, there's already a path, I believe, for everyone already created, then you'll be fine. Just follow it, breathe, and allow yourself to do what you need to do to get there. But don't worry about the doubt and don't worry about what other people are saying and all that stuff. Just follow your own journey. We're all our own crock pots.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.